What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We're not in the shop, we're in the house. And right now, we're standing what will be right here. Stairs are behind you over there. You can get yourself oriented. This hole right here is where that wall is right now. So we have a little bit of work ahead of us to renovate what is currently a living room here and a kitchen on the other side. And then down over there is a second living room, or a great room as we call it. And we want to open concept this whole thing so we have a bigger kitchen, more surface area, bigger stove, and a big eat-in dining room. Eat-in dining room, or a dine-in kitchen, whatever you want to call it. So this is what we have to do. As I mentioned, we need to get rid of this wall, which is a big project because we need to get some more piers downstairs so that we can stabilize the beam and move all of that pressure from the wall up here, the ceiling up here, which is the upstairs, into the ground. So we can't go just onto the beam between piers. So we need to add a pier down in the crawl space. That's going to be a great time. We need to build temporary walls, remove this wall, put the beam up, and it's going to look just like what I showed you guys right here. So this is the wall that we're staring at. And we need to do two things. We need to remove the wall right there. This one, we need to put a beam up right here. And then we need to remove this wall. And there's going to be a beam that goes all the way from there to right here. And there'll be a post here. And there'll be a post right about here. And that's what you see right there. So we're actually kind of standing, we're standing over here right now in this room. And that's what it's going to look like. You're going to be able to see through what is a door that is going to go right there instead of just a door that is currently right there into the great room. Also, as you can clearly see, we've started a little bit of demo work here already. We got rid of some of the cabinets right there to the left of the stove. We took apart a former project, which was the pantry built-in right there. And we also got the fridge moved from where it used to be there over to where it is roughly going to go once we finish the remodel. So the pantry is going to wrap around the fridge against this wall. Under this chandelier used to be where the kitchen table that we built years ago, currently in the great room as we do all the work, used to be right here and is going to go behind me where this wall is going to be gone in the big old dining room right here. Eat-in dining room, eat-in kitchen, I don't know. Tell me what it's called down in the comments down below. Obviously this will be gone, so it'll be wide open, and you'll have the opening right through there to the great room. We're going to make that door as big as we can, and then over on this side, you're actually going to have the countertop extend to the left of the stove, and the hood is going to come out to here, so we got to build out this wall a little bit, and then there's going to be countertop down below here that will be just countertop height, and then you will continue to see out into the great room, which, like we mentioned before, that is where the kitchen table is right now. So again, there's going to be a beam right here where the mirror is. We'll have a doorway into the new dining room, and then the entire thing is going to be very open, so you could weave in and out here if you wanted to. There'll be the one post that is going to be right where this is, right here. One post right there. There's obviously going to be a post in the wall right over by Ethan. And then that big beam, which is going to be a triple LVL 2x10 essentially, it's 1 3/4 by 9.5. It's going to land into a new beam that we're going to put right across here. So we got to open this up to land a beam, go on the other side, open it up and land a beam, not a beam, a post going into the ground. And then we'll have the beam going across the top, post coming down right about over there. And then obviously we have the big beam and 2 posts behind us. We have some mega, look at how big, bracketry right here to help hold everything together. So on this header, where we're going to land the big beam into a beam, every time we have a post to beam connection, they're MyTech brackets. There'll be one on each side that will connect to the post and to the beam. And then where we have the 2 beams, big beam coming across this way, this is a 20-foot beam by the way, and this one over here is about a 10-foot beam. We have this gigantic bracket right here. This is 5 1/4 inches wide, about 10 inches tall. There's 40 nails that go into just the side that you can see right there, not counting this side right there. So that's going to hold beam to beam. And then in the middle, where we have a post to beam purchase or transaction, we have another bracket here that will straddle what is a 6x6 post right here, connecting to the triple LVL beam. And then on the other side down here, on this side of the house, where we're going to be just tapping into a new 6x6 post right here, we'll have the same bracket that we used on the other side. I actually have a little bit bigger one that will connect right here, 6x6 to the triple LVL. So we want to make sure this thing doesn't fall down. As you can imagine, this is a very big project. We have already started the cabinet box build, which is going to be all new cabinets, as you can see right here. These are going to be ash, natural ash. We're going to clear coat them. We're going to have ash plywood for the boxes, and we're going to have raw solid ash for the doors with a plywood ash panel. The boxes and the face frames are actually done. They're sitting out in the garage because we wanted to make sure our timeline was as tight as possible. You can imagine this is our main living area. We eat in here every day. There's 3 meals a day made in this kitchen. Lunch is made in here. It's a very, very busy place. And also, previously, this was a very, very busy thoroughfare that kind of went in between the fridge and the main cooking space, and we're going to be able to separate that now. So that's going to be quite pleasant to get all of the traffic coming through here that wants to go down this door instead of running through the kitchen. So that's going to be nice. It is also going to do things like get the microwave, which is over here. Before, it was a hood microwave, so the kids that wanted to use the microwave had to jump on the counter to put stuff in the microwave and jump down again, which is dangerous, and it damages the cabinets. So we're going to be able to minimize things like that. We're going to be able to add a 4th bar stool, which I'll have to make another one of those, at the countertop island bar there. But it's going to be a good time. Like I said, the boxes and the face frames are already done. The pier work is actually done, so we had to put a whole new pier and add a column on one of the piers to make sure we had solid purchase for those 6x6 beams going down to Mother Earth, making sure that my bed, which is right over our head, doesn't fall down. So that work's already done. That was not fun. That was 2 days of solid crawl space work, crawling around. My knees were not very comfortable down there, to say the least. The countertop's already been ordered, but we need to get everything out of here, and we need to get the new boxes in so that the granite guys, or quartzite guys in this case, can come and measure so we can get everything cut. They are about 2 to 3 weeks, so we're hoping to get them in here to measure ASAP so that we can get the countertops installed before Christmas, which when I'm filming this today, it is November 18th, I think 18th or 19th. We're right in there somewhere, and basically in 1 month, we want to try to get the countertops installed. So the plan is this weekend, we're going to remove this wall. Starting in a couple of minutes here, I'm going to start tearing things apart. Obviously, you guys are going to see this in a couple of days, couple of weeks, and then we'll start dropping in different portions of this build. We're going to do the crawl space work, so you're going to see how to add a pier. Can you add a pier in the crawl space, for example, how to go about doing that. You're going to see a load-bearing wall, barring, of course, that we don't end up breaking the house down. If you never see another video from me, maybe you'll know there was a little bit of a problem. But we're going to do the load-bearing wall. We obviously have a floor to tear out and a new one to put in after we install the cabinet boxes. We need to get the cabinet boxes in, and we need to get the countertops measured. And then if I didn't permanently install the cabinet boxes, we need to do that. And then we need to go back out. I haven't done anything about making doors, so we're going to have to do doors and drawers and trays so that we have all very nice sections in here to be able to pull out of the pantry, get stuff in the back. That's the plan. Then we need to get appliances. We have a new 4-foot stove. It's actually an 8-burner with a griddle on there, 2 oven. It's going to go in roughly the same spot. That's coming in a day, about 24 hours. We have a hood. It's already here. That's got to be up there and installed. But that kind of stuff can follow on after we get those cabinets in. Get the cabinets in, get the granite quartzite countertops installed there, and it's going to be a good time. I apologize for just talking to the camera and not having too much action, but I thought it was important to let you know exactly the scale of what's going on here. Crazy thing is, is we're not even done. The house is the canvas. So we're losing this living room right here. And the plan next spring is to actually take the same square footage of living room and pop it out right behind you guys. There is currently a front door right here that we don't use. We have a official front door down in the great room portion of the house that's closer to the driveway. We're gonna delete that front door and we're gonna pop out and put our living room back in and also go in and put another bedroom upstairs, depending on how all of the room works out there. Needless to say, we got a lot to do in the next year, couple of months. We should have lots of fantastic content coming out to you guys for the next 12 to 18 months, and hopefully you guys enjoy the ride. I gotta stop yapping. I gotta start tearing sheetrock off of this wall behind us right there, which will be in a different video that you guys can watch. There will be pop-ups around the screen down below if you want to jump right to those videos, which will be done. I will produce them in the future. You will see this video first and you can link to them. And there will also be a playlist down below with all of the videos from this massive kitchen remodel for your guys' viewing enjoyment. I gotta get to work. I'm DIYTyler. Hope you guys watch all those videos. Hammer that thumbs up button, and we'll see you next time.